All right, y'all. We are live on this Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. I pray everybody is super blessed. Shout out to everybody in the chat, y'all. As usual, if we can get 750 likes, if we can get 1,250 likes on this stream, we will be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. Don't know how much that's going to be worth, y'all. We will be live momentarily. Stay tuned. Just Jason and Carl going to McDonald's in a Maserati.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac.
Me too, a Big Mac.
Meal.
Yes, a meal. Coming to theaters near you. Jason and Carl go to McDonald's. Alright, y'all. We are live. We are live on this Friday. Blessings to everyone. Make sure to smash up FOMO into the like button, guys, because the like button is pumping and it's not going to retrace. This is your last chance to like the video, guys. Man, we have some analysis to do right now because we are heading into a weekend and Bitcoin is doing some crazy stuff, guys. It's doing some crazy stuff. We're going to break it down and we're going to talk about what exactly it's doing, what I think it's going to do, what I'm expecting it to do, and what I'm not expecting it to do. So let's get into it, y'all. By the way, that film, Jason and Carl Go to McDonald's, that will be coming out in July. Look for theaters near you and IMAX as well. Yeah, so let's get into what's happening literally with Bitcoin right now. So what happened literally right now today with Bitcoin is we had this level right here, all right, where we were looking for the chickens to drink, potentially, right? We were looking for the chickens to drink water from this level at 29,282. And this morning in the VIP Discord, we were looking for the this potential chickens drinking water right here, right? We were pointing to it saying, you know what, guys, the chickens could very well drink from here. Be aware of this level, right? And so what happened was we came down to that level, and, you know, it was a pretty shaky beginning to the trade, let's just put it that way. We came down to the level, but you can see that we were getting uneven butt cheeks forming on the 1 hour. We were getting them on the 24-minute even right here, like this. Even, you know, it's kind of hard to say, like, what exactly was happening on the 24-minute, but also on the 12-minute time frame. Potential uneven butt cheeks very locally. You can see the momentum getting higher as the price is getting lower. And if anybody doesn't know exactly what uneven butt cheeks are, uneven butt cheeks, if anyone's new, first of all, welcome. And second of all, if you're new here, get used to seeing this picture because this is called a set of uneven gluteus maximuses. All right, where you have this nice juicy cheek on the left, followed by that right juicy cheek. The right skinny cheek on the right. Left big and juicy, right nice and skinny. Not very healthy, okay, but definitely good for finding imbalances where there needs to be a correction. So when we come back to our Bitcoin chart here, we can see that as the price was getting lower, which is what we want to see right into our level of support, the momentum was getting higher. Okay, now that is usually a sign that we can get a bounce from that level. Right, we can see clearly here as the price is coming down to this line of support. Okay, where's the money? It's not in the left cheek, it's in the right cheek. That's where those Benjamins are, and you can clearly see the price action bouncing up right from there. All right. Now, when we take a look at an order flow chart here, we can even see something else, which is the fact that as we got a retest down here, we were also getting some bullish CVD on the chart, right? So we can zoom out here, and we can actually, let's go to a higher term time frame so we can see this more clearly here. But as we put in that first low, we put in our higher low, and we can see here that the CVD was coming down, which is showing us that shorts were getting absorbed by larger limit longs, which did give us a move to the upside. So when I saw these things happening, I posted in here that, you know, we got some bullish CVD and we got some 1 hour uneven butt cheeks printing. Let's see if we can get a little more movement to the upside, which we absolutely did, guys. We did get some more movement to the upside, right? In fact, we had this massive wick here. And then guess what happened up here, guys? You're never going to guess. The chickens drank again, okay? Now, I wasn't here, unfortunately, to grab this trade. And I wish I had, honestly, been able to grab an entry like that. But what happened is we had this high right here, or even more so, we had this high right here. We came above that high with, take a look, what do we see right here? Uneven butt cheeks on the 1 minute time frame. And not only that, but if we do take a look at the order flow chart, when we had that big move to the upside, we can see also that we did so on a massive decrease of open interest. And then after we put in that high, we started to get some bearish CVD. When we put in that lower high, the CVD was getting higher, and even now to this point, we're still putting in bearish CVD, meaning that there's a good chance, guys, that we could come down even lower, okay? Now, this whole move here, after we put in this high, is on a decrease of open interest, which means people are not that interested in trading right now, so it's not necessarily the most healthy little move to the downside here. Okay, it's not that healthy. You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying? All right? Now, you got to be careful when taking these trades, guys, especially if you're in the car. Please don't trade and drive. And this is a great reminder that none of this is financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. Okay, I'm just the guy on the internet with a Pikachu hat showing you pictures of uneven butt cheeks. Definitely not financial advice. But anyway, guys, I'm still in this stupid long trade from before. And here's the thing. It might get stopped out. It might get stopped out, which is fine, right? I've got the stop loss, honestly, a little bit above my entry right here. We can see the stop loss right here. Whoops. And I've already locked in a small profit for the trade, right? I honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, I thought we were going to come higher. I was outside cutting the grass when I entered the trade, and I even added a little bit more to it and took out a little bit more profits when we came for this higher low. But I didn't take out enough profit, guys. Let's put it that way. I didn't take out enough profit. So I've made about $200 on this trade, which, hey, you know what? Profit is profit, guys. The reason I'm still in the trade, honestly, is because, well, I don't know. Actually, I was looking at this trend line here, and also one more thing that I was looking at is the fact that we did get a little bounce off of the local golden pocket. So if we kind of come right here, whoop, to the top right there. Interesting. So we didn't get a bounce. Yep, we did get a bounce. Okay, so from this low to this high, we're bouncing off this local golden pocket. I had a little bit of hope here, but honestly, I'm kind of running out of hope. I'm running out of hope. So that's kind of the most recent price action, guys, that we've been doing here. And, you know, it's no surprise that we did find a resistance up at this resistance. But, man, that was some hard rejection we got there. That was some super hard rejection. I was hoping perhaps that we would be able to come a little bit higher there. But here's my... Yeah, see, on the ByBit inverse perpetual, we did actually bounce off of that golden pocket right here. You can see that we did bounce off that golden pocket. And so, you know, if we lose that, you know, it's not a good story for Bitcoin. But nonetheless, guys, these higher time frames are showing some bullish signs. So I'm going to stay in the trade because that's how I do it, right? That's how I do it. I hold my trades to the death after securing a not loss. And one of the best things that I incorporated into my trading was making sure that I wasn't going to take a loss. Whenever I take a trade, as soon as that thing is in profit, I make sure that I at least am going to close the trade at a break even, because the number one priority is not losing money, right? So this was not a bad trade. Shout out to everyone who took the trade, right? We identified the level in advance. We had a plan for it. It happened. And if you do want to join this community, you can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. This is the where we do give potential trade setups, like the short from the exact high we gave in advance right here a few days ago on the 31th of May, actually. So basically, you know, when we're analyzing these prices and stuff, we did give the short from right up here, and then also the long from right here, and also didn't give the trade setup, but did give the level and say that I was looking to take a long from this right here, which is the long trade that I live streamed yesterday when we were having that very boring price action yesterday. So it's a community, not a signals group, guys, but we do prioritize edumacation up in here, right? We have a thriving community of traders, really good traders, actually. I mean, these guys are good. They're better than me, and they are posting the juiciest technical analysis in here. Shout out to Afternoon Delight. Shout out to Doc Brown. Shout out to K-Pack. Shout out to Boyan. Shout out to White Phoenix. Shout out to Aladdin. Shout out to everyone in here who is posting the juiciest technical analysis. I appreciate every single one of you. And so let's kind of see what is happening right now, okay? Because I do have some plans. First of all, it's very important to note that not only did we have the potential chickens drinking water right here, but we also do have some very important levels of support below us, which I will be looking to long if we now come below this low that we put here at about 29.2. First of all, if we go to a volume profile chart on the daily time frame, we can see that we do have, coming all the way back from the 28th of May, we have this white line right here. And this white line right here, this is a point of control without any clothes on. It's naked, out in the open, totally naked, and everybody's looking. Everybody's looking, okay? They're staring. Why are they staring? Because you can't just go out in public naked, guys. That's even more despicable than trading and driving with kids in the car, right? Everyone's staring and looking. Look at how long it is, everyone's thinking to themselves, but they're not going to say it out loud, right? It's too embarrassing. It's taboo. But we have this thing coming in at about 29,125, right? 29,125. That is coming in just underneath where we are actually right now, 29,125. And we can see that we didn't actually hit that. Now, why is this so important? It's important because this is actually an area of high volume, right? In fact, we can kind of look at all the volume that traded right here. And, well, actually, that's a bad example. That's also a bad example. One of these pulls has it right in the spot that I want it. Well, anyway, we can know for certain, well, this is why this is not financial advice, guys. Because no matter what I do, I can't prove my point here. Okay, here we go. We can tell that there's a lot of volume down here. And when there's a lot of volume down here, that means there's liquidity that can be grabbed. And what else could happen as we come down there, right? Take a look, is, again, we could come down and we could see our good friend Dolores, the waitress at the diner with the Brooklyn accent who smokes too many cigarettes, if you know what I'm saying, right? You want smoking and non-smoking. We only have smoking here, all right? Because we're smoking with the gains, right? Like we got the Benjamins coming out of the right pocket. When price is coming down to support, and you got them uneven butt cheeks over here. Look at this. You know what this thing is right here? This is a point of control, all right? Let's take a look at the example now in real life, right? Remember, okay? Remember, we're taking a look over here at this point of control. So we're going to pull it from over here to over here, right? Look at this. Look at that. Would you look at, see, it's just like the picture of Dolores, right? Price is coming down to the point of control. You got the uneven butt cheeks, definitely the 12-minute time frame over here. You see those red high heels over here, and you see this guy over here. He's got the smile on his face when he's lighting his cigar because he knows what's about to happen from there, right? So that is one of the levels of interest that I see for potential, you know, for today. For today, let's check on how's the trade doing. It's not doing so bad. It's still open. It's still, you know, there. It's hanging in there, guys. It's hanging in there. All right, it's hanging in. We'll have to see what happens here, right? It's hanging in. We might get stopped out. That's okay. It's a weekend. I don't trade on Saturdays, guys. It's the Sabbath of the Lord, right? I spend the day in worship and fellowship, right? So I'm not really too concerned. You know, I've had a decent week of trading. It was not my best week, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. It was not my best week, okay? I took some losses this week. Still in profit for the week, but I took some losses this week. It was I can't say it was the best week I've ever had, right? But that is one area that we need to be aware of. Now, area number 2, all right? Speaking of the areas, right? We're looking at all these areas here, right? There are certain areas that we need to keep our eyes on, okay? And especially if you are driving and trading, you need to not keep your eyes on the chart, okay? But keep them on the road ahead, okay? Keep them on the road ahead. You've got kids in the car, all right? Don't be that guy. What are you going to tell the cop when he pulls you over? You know, you're going to teach him about some TA? The cop pulls you over. You know what I do? I teach him about TA. He's like, you know, I'm going to give you a ticket. I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. You know why? I just made enough money to pay that ticket and then some, trading and driving. And then he gets interested. He's like, trading and driving, huh? You know, I'm not getting paid as much as I should be being a cop here. And, you know, the price of living is going up. And, like, you know, my wages aren't going up. And next thing you know, you got yourself a conversation going. You get yourself out of the ticket. It can actually work out pretty well, which is why this is not financial advice. Okay, this is not financial advice. I'm just a guy in a Pikachu hat on a tractor with a Market Cipher shirt, right? Clearly don't know anything about trading. Clearly never train calves. All right, only chest and biceps, guys. That's all you need, guys. All right, I'll give you a tip with the ladies. Chest and biceps, push-ups and curls. That's all you need, y'all. That's all you need. So getting back to this, okay, we do have some other areas of interest in my mind, all right? Area numero uno was definitely this right here, this naked point of control, which if we analyze all the volume in this entire range right here, okay, we could see that we're holding pretty nicely this regular point of control. But if we lose that, then we have this. First of all, I'm going to pull the fib from the high to the low. You can see we're coming in right around the golden pocket. That's pretty interesting. That's good. We'd like to see that, right? But then, okay, I'm going to put some other levels on the chart here. Then we have this down here. Now, last week, it was a long weekend. And I know in England, right, the Queen, she's been there for 70 years, right? Everyone's so excited. It's her jubilee. Everybody just loves the Queen. Everybody cares so much about her, okay? That it's a big party over there. But last week in the United States, we had a holiday of remembrance, okay? Where we remembered certain things that happened in the past. And we ate hamburgers. And when we had that long weekend, okay, we did put in a gap right here, a CME gap, futures gap. What this is the futures markets, they close over the weekend. And what happened was, over the weekend, look at what happened to the Bitcoin price. We closed here on Friday, and then we had this massive move up on Saturday and Sunday, and then on Monday, we had our short trade right here, right? Maybe that was Tuesday, I don't know. But these gaps tend to close. In fact, let's just go and backtest right now all these gaps and see if they close. So we had a gap right here, right? Closed on Friday, pumped over the weekend, filled the gap. All right, we can go back more, right? We had a gap right here, pumped over the weekend, filled the gap. Wow. Wow. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Okay, now this one we didn't fill. We don't fill them all. We don't fill them all. But look at this. We had a gap right here, okay? Pumped over the weekend, filled the gap. We had a gap right here, dumped over the weekend, filled the gap, right? Well, pretty much we could see that a lot of these gaps kind of get filled, right? We had a gap right here, dumped over the weekend, and we filled the gap, right? Or am I looking at that backwards? I don't know. But whatever the point is, guys, these gaps, they pretty much tend to fill. In fact, like I think it's like 75% of the time they fill. Like you could just trade that only, and if you're using good risk management, you might be profitable. And so we have that gap coming in. Not only is it coming in at the at that 786 level, but also it's coming in toward the low of the range, the sideways range. Now, why is this so important? Why is this green box so important? I want to highlight this green box for a second here. Let me check on my trade real quick. How's it doing? It's not doing so bad, guys. It's in more profit now than it was during the countdown. Let's go, baby. Let's pump the Bitcoin price. Let's pump it up, baby. Let's pump it up. We want it to look like Dolores' left cheek over here, right? We want to see the skinny cheek on the indicator, but we want the price itself to look like that left cheek, right? We want that P&L nice and left cheeky, you know, left cheeky. You know what I'm saying? You know? I love Dolores. She's such a nice lady. You know, she sees me. Hey, Jason, you losing weight? You look skinny. You look skinny. You need to eat something. Let me get you some food, right? And of course, Dolores, you know, that really offends me, right? That really offends me because obviously, you know, I'm into working out, man. I pump some iron. You know, when old ladies call me skinny, it makes me self-conscious. Are they only looking at my legs? Are they only looking at my calves? Wondering how the heck is this guy able to stand up, supporting all that upper body with these tiny little legs? Well, I'll tell you how I'm able to do it. I lean against this beautiful Kubota tractor. Oh my goodness, look at that backhoe. It is so beautiful. And so this level is so important because when we come to the daily time frame, right, and let's close out Market Cipher B for a split second here, right, when we come to the daily time frame and we pull our good friend Fib, by the way, my son's name is Little Fib, we can see that exact level, right, that box is the macro 618 of the entire move from the Corona, can I say that? I'm talking about the beer dump to the all-time high. Okay, so we could come back down and retest that, and not only would that be a retest, but this level has been acting as support. This green 618, which is right here in our box, it was support once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, okay? And this is not just any old level of support, guys. This is a macro golden pocket. So when we come down to these levels on high time frames, it's not like a golden pocket on like a 2-minute time frame where we see an immediate rejection and we never come back. No, we're looking at this on maybe like if we're looking at this on a high time frame, right? Let's turn off everything now and just look at this on a weekly time frame, right? Look at this. It looks now like we're bouncing. If this was on the 1-minute time frame, we would say, we bounced off the golden pocket. Right? Even if these were 1-minute candles, right? We'd say, we bounced off the golden pocket, right? And then what else we could do is we could pull from the from the low to the high and see, ooh, look, we bounce now off this golden pocket. And then we could pull from this low to this high and say, we bounced off this golden pocket. And we would say, you know what, maybe like, maybe, you know. By the way, shout out to Carl from the moon, man. This is a picture of me and Carl at the county fair when we were comparing notes for TA. This looks like I just copy and pasted 2 pictures together. But no, there was a pavilion there. There was a black pole in between us. It's not Photoshop. It's real. And, you know, he taught me a thing or two, and he recognized me because the Bible and the computer and the market Cipher neck tattoo and the tractor and the glasses. You know, he's a pretty cool guy. And then he took me to McDonald's in his Maserati. So, you know, this is the context in which we need to keep our eyes open with. Now, there's one more interesting level here. Okay, there's one more interesting level, which is this. If we take the fib from this low right here, okay, the ultimate low, to the high, right, the ultimate high, we can see that we have another golden pocket right below us. And this is a fresh golden pocket, right? Let's just say that this is fresh. We didn't actually hit it, even though we wicked into this level. We did not actually come into the golden pocket, right? We didn't actually come into it, no, because it hadn't been there yet. But this was a trade that we were ready and waiting for in the VIP Discord. We were ready and waiting for that trade for a long time, right? I mean, I'm never gonna find it now, but. Because we do take a lot of trades in here, right? We take a lot of trades in here. You know, we take a lot of trades in here. This was Tuesday where we had a plan. We had a plan to come down to the naked session point of control for the bounce, come up, take out this high for a rejection, and basically both those trades were nice. The long was much nicer. The short was not. It was just a scalp. It was a very small scalp and then stopped out at entry. Basically a break even, right? But that's okay because the next short that we took was very, very juicy from that all-time high. It was extremely juicy, right? And if you want to learn how to trade this way and have a plan in advance, right, you can go to jasoncaspertrading.com. There's a 25% discount in the description of this video. And this course has a 25% discount. It will give you that point A to point B system, so you always know where you're looking to take a trade, like what confirmations you're looking for. Basically, so you always have a plan, so you can always be one step ahead of the markets. And if you want to learn how to look at order flow and understand this kind of stuff here, right, this kind of stuff here, you can check out the advanced trading course. In fact, in honor of my wife, Big Butts 28, and my son, Little Fibonacci Casper, it's their birthday. We do have a juicy discount on this course right now if you use the coupon code BIGBUTTLittleFib. Big Butt Little Fib. Big Butt Little Fib. I'll put it in the chat. This is a 31% discount on the Exocharts course, guys. Big Butt Little Fib. All right. Now get your minds out of the gutter, right? Because I'm going to put it in the chat here. All right. Get your minds out of the gutter. Okay. Get them out. I could see them in there. All right. Yeah, so this honestly would be a very nice trade because what this would do is basically everybody who's long from here is going to get stopped out. We'll grab all the liquidity from here and then boom, pump. Now, if we're gonna bounce for real, this looks very bullish to me what happened right here. This might actually have been the bottom. Like, we might actually do something like this, right? Or we might do something like this. And if this is the hypothesis that this actually was a significant bottom here, and we are going to get more relief from the macro golden pocket. These are the scenarios that I'm looking for, right? Scenario numero uno, right? That point of control with no close on. Where is it? Is this it? No, that's not it. The point of control with no close, all right? That's scenario numero uno, right? Scenario numero dos, the CME gap, right? CME gap. And scenario numero tres. Bet you guys didn't know I knew a little Espanol. You know, your boy's Cuban, by the way. I hung out all day on Monday with my Cuban grandfather. Francisco Lorenzo Garcia Vicente is his name. He came here in 1943, I think, when he was like 18 years old. He didn't know English. He didn't have a high school education. But he came here, and guess what, man? He just did great for himself. You know, worked hard, went to school at night, had 2 jobs, had a wife, supported his kids, which was my mother and my uncle and my aunt, busted his ass. Am I allowed to say ass on YouTube? I don't know. It's in the Bible. And what else did he do? Right, he worked his way up into a company, had some hard times, was on unemployment for a while. Man, my grandfather's a great guy. He's 95 years old, still has his own garden, still cuts his own grass, still drives, acts like he's 60. The guy's awesome, right? Shout out to my grandfather, Francisco Lorenzo Garcia Vicente. I love you, Pa. I'm so grateful for everything you've done for me, man. So, hope to see you soon. I just saw him on Monday. So, yeah, why did I say that? Right, because I know a little Espanol. Yeah. Because when I get together with all my family from Cuba, they're all Espanol on me. And I'm like, man, I was raised gringo. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'll just sit here and nod and laugh. So, those are kind of the scenarios. Let's pop into the chat and see if anyone's in here. Is anyone even in here? Does anyone still even... Is it possible? Okay, so Leonardo. I have a good friend in here named Leonardo, who says that we pump after filling the CME gap. That would be really nice to pump after filling the CME gap, he says. Yes, noob trader, my grandfather, he did buy low and sell high. In fact, he's into stocks. He's into investments. He has rental property. Man, my grandfather just beasts at life, man. You know, what a great example, that guy. And, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. Whoa. I think I might have almost showed my text messages live on stream. Actually, no, I didn't. All right, so let's see. Is Bitcoin going to pump, guys? I really want Bitcoin to pump. This could be nice. Right, exactly. We have 2-hour potential uneven butt cheeks right here. How many coffees did I drink today? Just 3. Shout out to A Wild, who's not Hispanic but was raised gringo. Bullish. We have bullish div on the 2, the 3. Shout out to whoever gave me a thumbs down, by the way. May God bless you. May the Lord Jesus bless you and your whole family. And I pray you find the YouTube channel you're looking for. All right? Because I know this isn't for everybody, guys. But, we might actually have to play the Rocky music. Money flow's going to the green on the 6-minute. Am I schlonging? Guys, I did not get into any shorts. I have to be honest with you. I did not get into any shorts right now. Unfortunately, I missed a really good opportunity to short this high. And I'm not really trying to have trades open over the weekend unless I see a really good entry, right? So, no, I did not. I did not get into a short. All right. Well, here I am. And the reason why I'm now showing myself is because, shout out to, yes, Carl has a DVD divergence in his Maserati player. Yeah, shout out to Carl from the moon, by the way. You know what? Let's see if we can pump the price a little bit real quick, guys. Just a little bit with the good old Eye of the Tiger theme song, all right? And if this doesn't work, we'll just call it a day. Shout out to Kite Crypto, by the way. Shout out to Kite Crypto. Shout out to Homegrown.Garden. I've never watched this YouTube channel before, right? Shout out to Greg Doucette, right? Shout out to Joe Rogan, okay? Let's listen to Eye of the Tiger and let's see if we can pump this price here, all right? We won't do the music video, but we will do this here, okay? Oof. We need some Eye of the Tiger coming in here. Smells a little bit dumpy, guys. This is bearish CVD though, guys. Do you see that though? That is bearish. Let's see what happens here. Happens too fast. You trade your passion for glory. Don't lose your grip. Oof. Man, that looks so bearish, guys. That looks not so bullish at all, does that? I'm the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rivals. And the last known survivor stalks his prey in the night as it shadows and flooding in air. All right, come on, Eye of the Tiger. You know, it's not really doing what I want it to do, and the bearish CVD doesn't help. Come on, baby. You know, I don't know, guys. Hey, shout out to Sexy Carl, who's short. Shout out to Sexy Carl, who's short, because honestly, the short position is probably the position to be in. All right. It's working a little bit though, guys. Did the dishes, wound down down. Man, that looks bearish as heck, yo. Super dang bearish. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Looks like crap, honestly. Phew. And it's not really working, is it, guys? It's not really. Oof. We have 3 blue candles. Like, the song, of course, it works, you know? But it's just keeping 3 flat blue candles on the 1 minute. It's just holding price in place. It's not pumping the price because it's just the CVD is too bearish, guys. It's too bearish. So make sure to follow me on Twitter at Jason_Casper, all lowercase. Make sure to retweet the tweet, guys. Maybe we can get 1,250 likes in here, you know? What do you guys think? Do you think that's possible? You know, in the past few minutes, we've had a massive dump. We've come down about 0.010%, 0.010%, and yeah. So really, so these are really my plans, right? So we got these 3 levels here that I'm really looking at. Number 1, 29, 150-ish, 29, 125-ish. Level 2 is going to be that CME gap coming in at the low right here around 28.8 to 28.6. And then number 3 is going to be this golden pocket for longing, right? And if we don't get that, then I'm obviously looking to much lower. But yeah, those are the juicy levels, at least in my mind, guys. These are juicy levels in my mind. And, you know, I'm not worried about the weekend. Man, I got itchy eyes. I was just out cutting the grass, man, and I hope I didn't get poison ivy in my eyes, because, you know, I hope I didn't do that. But, oh! Okay, maybe it has an afterburn effect, right? Like Mike Chang from Six Pack Abs talking about the afterburn effect. Does anyone remember that? Does anybody remember Mike Chang from Six Pack Abs? Mike Chang afterburn effect, right? Man, this is classic. This is classic, guys. Do you remember any of my bodybuilder, weightlifter guys, okay, who got YouTube ads back in the day? Do you remember this ad? Oh man, the best.
Hey man, I got something to tell you that might shock you. So most people think that I eat salads all day. I'm starving myself to maintain abs. But in reality, I actually eat like a pig. And I think it's crazy when I see guys out there eating only like 1,000 calories a day, you know, thinking that they're gonna get ripped that way. Most guys don't realize that I eat about 4,000 calories a day, man. You know, sometimes even more. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not stuffing my face down with like cupcakes or donuts or ice cream or, you know, other types of junk food like that. You know, even though I do have my share.
You guys remember this? You guys remember that? It looks like Mike Chang did not. He did not pump the Bitcoin price. Well, it's okay, guys. You know what happens. It happens. But, yeah, you guys remember this. Shout out to Trade Against the Machine, who says this pattern has popped up 3 times since the bull run and it dumps, but we're close to completing a bullish cipher on the weekly. Very interesting, man. So we've got a harmonic on the weekly that's bullish, and that's very interesting. That's very, very interesting. Do you think it's going to dump down? Like, do you think we're going to lose? Because my main thing is this, right? Like, so the way I'm trading this is, as long as we don't lose this, I'm still considering us trading sideways, right? We could just, you know, and even this, right, coming back down to here, that's just trading sideways. But once we lose this, then that's where I really would honestly look for much lower. But until we lose that, I'm not thinking that we dump too much more, obviously, because I you know, that's support for right now. But what are your thoughts, Trade Against the Machine? Like, do you think that we're going to dump? Money flow super red on the weekly. Yeah, but we should be looking for longs when money flows in the red, right? I mean, it depends on the context. It depends on the context. I trade using many time frames, guys. I trade using many time frames. So not just the 1 hour. Wow, shout out to Aaron G, who won 7 out of 8 trades in a week, or in the past few days. That's legit, bro. Shout out to Robert Bonar. Have a great weekend, bro. Have a great weekend. Does anyone take steroids out there? Does anyone just trend hard and eat clean? That's how you get jacked? Ooh, we have a daily blood diamond. Really? Oof, that is not good. I don't see that. But I do hear a 12-minute red dot. I do hear a 12-minute red dot. Yeah, I hear a 12-minute red dot. Let's check out that 12-minute red dot here. Put back on our good friend Market Cipher. Yeah, we got a 12-minute red dot. See, I could tell with my ears. That's what you have to do, guys. You have to. You have to be able to tell those things with your ears, right? You have to be able to. So we got people saying we're going to dump. We got people saying we're going to pump. If we check out our poll here, it saith most people think we're going to pump this weekend. Interesting. Shout out to Aaron G. Have a good weekend, bro. So J-Boy Bullish has taken steroids before. Robert Ortiz takes natural testosterone boosters. Yeah. So this is where the chat is going, guys. So if you want guns like these, you have to trend hard, honestly, guys. You have to trend super hard and eat clean, you know. Okay, there's a red dot on the daily. Not a blood diamond. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Ethan says we usually shoot past CME gaps. Yes, we usually do shoot past CME gaps, Ethan. But here's the thing. By the way, guys, I do not take any kind of performance-enhancing drugs. Not at all. Not at all. Never have. Never will. Because, guys, I'm a doomsdayer. I think everything's going down. The electric grid, refrigerators, all that crap. Why would I want to put something in my body that will make my testiculars not produce the things they need to produce in order to keep me motivated to do life, man? You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it. But What were we about to look at here? What were we about to look at? Okay, so trade against machine says the 786 is his target for a low. Most bear markets and yeah, trade against machine. Were you the one that sent me that in Discord? Because yeah, people have been saying that, right? People have been saying that. I'm glad you're okay, J-Boy Bullish. I'm glad you're okay. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to my friend Mark, who tried to sell me some Viagra the other day during a live stream. Yeah, that was classic, guys. That was classic. That was classic. In fact, I think I'm going to watch that right now. That was classic. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, how to go long on Bitcoin, 100% win rate. Oh, who's this? Hello? I'm sorry, Mark. Can you say that again?
Sir, do you take any medication like Viagra or Cialis sometimes?
Do I take Viagra? Is that what you're asking? You're asking if I take it sometimes? He's like, do you take any Viagra or Cialis sometimes?
Sort of, I'm selling a medication.
I'm like, why do you ask? He's like, oh, I'm selling medication, sir. That's why I called. What the heck? Who the heck does telemarketing to sell the blue pill, guys? You know? Speaking of blue pills, this stream is sponsored by Pfizer, as everything else is. And also, this stream is sponsored by Carl from the Moon. And shout out to Carl for taking me to McDonald's that one day.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
So, yeah. I was going to look at something. What was I going to look at here, guys? What was I going to look at? How's the bot doing? The bot's doing great, actually. The bot is doing amazing. It's doing amazing. So let's check out the bot, right? Let's check out my bot here. Now, these are some trades that my bot has taken recently. In fact, this is the I mean, we've taken a lot of trades here with the bot just recently. This is basically just using my strategies and my scripts. And we got the long trade from 29,426 and hit multiple take profits. We got the short trade, obviously, and that thing we hit more take profits than what is here. The bot's doing really well. And next month we're gonna open it up to basically everybody is free to join. Right now we're in beta testing, but the bot's doing well. The bot is doing very well. I'm stoked on it. I'm super stoked on it, guys. There's a lot of big things coming up for the bot. Copy trading is about to launch, at least in the first stages of it. But when we go live, copy trading will be full-fledged, ready to go. Yeah, it's awesome, guys. The bot's doing great. So the bot, it can trade my scripts, it can trade other people's scripts or your own. There's different ways to do it, guys. There's different ways to do it. Oh, you couldn't see the bot, right? Because it's stuck on Firefox. Right, stuck on Firefox. Well, let's see here. So this was the most recent long that the bot took here. And that was TP1. And then this, it was stopped out in profit. So we hit TP1, TP2, TP3, and then stopped out in profit. That's what the bot does. So it was able to grab this long, the long that I was in yesterday. So basically, this trade that I was in yesterday here, let's see. Man, I'm a real I'm a real nonsense talker. I talk a lot of nonsense on these streams. Well, anyway, this trade right here, right? This trade from 29.4. The bot did take this trade, took multiple TPs. The bot took the short. The bot is doing great. It basically trades my plans, right? So, like, the course that teaches you how to have a plan in advance, I just tell the bot my plans, and it does what I say to do. It'll take trades only if there's confirmations, but we have, like, there are some people in here, guys, who are insane with the bot. Like, I don't know, Crypto Tom, who's in the chat right now. What's up, Crypto Tom? I don't know how the heck you do this, bro. Like, I don't know what you're... I mean, I know you guys talk about it in here, and all, you have all these strategies. But, Crypto Tom is one of the most prolific bot users in the world, right? He, look at this, right? In 24 hours the other day. All these trades, man. That's crazy. How do you even find this many trades? I know he's trading multiple assets and stuff. But it's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. So, okay. All right. Yeah, shout out to Crypto Tom, by the way. Shout out to Crypto Tom. Shout out to Jerome Washington, who says, I got some news that you could use to make a biatch. Coos, you will never lose. A pimp gon' pimp and a hoe gon' hoe. Just know WTF you doing it, foe. Love you, Jerome. Thank you, man. Appreciate those kind words. Appreciate those kind words. Yes, the bot is only available for VIP members right now in beta testing, but it's going to be available to everybody once it launches in July. But it's basically through the Jason Casper VIP Discord. So it is a Jason Casper bot, but you will not have to be in the Discord in order to access it later on. Chipotle accepts Zcash. Man, I love Chipotle. I love it so much. One of my favorite things to eat. It's like as close to like real food as you can get if you're going to go out to a restaurant. I went there the other day with Big Butts and Little Fib. Shout out to Blues, who says the bot is amazing. I love implementing my own strategies. That's awesome, Crypto Tom. He's running 6 or 8 different strategies at once with the bot. Aside from the VIP trading levels. That's awesome, man. I don't. I should pull out Bookmap. I don't really use Bookmap too much. Oh man, we got some crazy scammers in the chat here. I'm gonna try and ban these people. I'm gonna try and ban them. Yeah, and also, yeah, Chipotle is children in Washington. Yes, Luis Rivera, we are going to start doing A to Z live streams on the bot. There are some, go in the Discord because there's a lot of material in there already. But me and Chichaco are going to be doing some live streams. So yeah, Chipotle probably uses bad oil. I binge crypto. That's the thing, though. Like, if you're going out to eat, you know you're probably poisoning yourself. So at least it's a little bit better. Like, it's all whole food. You know, rice, chicken, vegetables, guacamole, pico del gallo, you know. Because I never learned how to say, to pronounce the double L properly. Because even though I am Cuban, right? My parents raised me gringo. And, you know, I don't know. I'm not sure if I don't know how my... I don't know if they have a Castilian pronunciation of the double L. They might say caballo instead of caballo, right? I'm not sure. They might say azúcar instead of... sorry, guys. I'm ranting now. I'm ranting. Okay, you've watched most of the other videos, Lewis? Well, we're going to be making new content ASAP, man. We just got some things going on. The bot developers have some things going on. New babies being born and all that stuff. But we're going to get to work. The stream with me and K-Pax, you got to go back in time to find that. Tony Z, I know there are some free platforms for Exo, and I'm not sure. I know Coinalyzed, you can see CBD. You can see CBD and Delta, but not as clear as you can on Exo. Shout out to Yon Z. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. Kabashoy. Mozart Crypto pronounces it Kabashoy. Cool. Well, you know, guys, I actually have to head out right now. I got some very important business to attend to. I was hoping that during this stream we were going to get some kind of crazy pump or dump so I could either get wrecked or become a millionaire. But that hasn't happened. So I'm going to head out, guys. But I do pray that everybody listening to my voice is super blessed and has a wonderful weekend. And Shabbat Shalom if you observe Shabbat. And receive this blessing, everyone, in Hebrew. Take off my Pikachu hat. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Israel. And in English that means, may the Lord bless you and protect you. May he cause his face to shine upon you, and may he have grace upon you, and may the Lord turn his face toward you, give you completeness. In the name of Jesus, the Messiah, the God of Israel, God bless. Peace, y'all. Shout out to Reed. Come on! What's it going to be? Make your move. Make your move. The market maker wants to come up to the 50 EMA, take out the vector candles, grab the liquidity, and then bring it back down. Shout out to Tino from Traders Reality. Peace, y'all.